they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm, and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Dance! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change, and thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. Remember, we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago presently, viewers. So we always advise you to hit the bell and you would know when we go live. So, viewers, Minister of Finance, Colin Members, have stated that a proposal for minimum wage from $17.50 an hour to $30 an hour has been submitted and is being considered. Question on how the discussion were going and if the minister was willing to share details. Imbert said he will not willingly, or he was not willing to share any details, but there must be a balance when decided and increase. So Trinidad and Tobago, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are live on Synergy Network from Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. with a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Remember, viewers, Real Talk Group is offering you 4% on fixed investment at our company. Real Talk Credit Union information. You could always be a member of our credit union. Also, viewers, remember, I'm a licensed money lender also. We into financing. So if you're looking for cash borrow, it's not a problem. As long as you have collateral, we can do business with you. House, land, gold, vehicle, we can do business. Remember that, viewers. Also, Real Talk is looking for licensed bailiff. We have a number of bailiff working for us, viewers, but we're looking for more. We're looking for more. So if you're a licensed bailiff and you're looking for a job or extra work, our number will be on screen shortly, Director. So viewers, remember, 4%. 4% on fixed deposit. 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. Remember that. You can't go wrong. It's only at Real Talk you're getting this, Only at Real Talk. So remember that. I stress on it, but you think for yourself. where in Trinidad, or which commercial bank would you go in Trinidad and Tobago and get a large interest rate on a fixed investment that you have with your bank? No other place other than Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Remember that. No other place other than the Real Talk group, the Real Talk Credit Union Information, Real Talk Finance and Investment. We have Real Talk Equipment Rental, we have Real Talk Executive Rental, we have Real Talk Real Estate, we have Real Talk Security and Intelligence Unit. So the Real Talk group viewers, it comprises about 7 different businesses. We do business local and international. So we are solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. Remember that. So, as we start our program tonight, viewers, on the issue of minimum wage, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley left that to Finance Minister Colin Imbert, who said may address it in the upcoming budget. However, the PM said he was disappointed with the inability of his government to settle wage negotiation with the Public Servant Association, which representing the Public Association. Listen to it.
It's being looked at and it's being considered, and hopefully when the Minister of Finance does the next budget, that might be one of the things that he might be touching on. I don't want to speak for the Minister of Finance, but we're trying to see, one of the things you mentioned, failures. I'm sorry that we were not able to get an agreement with the Public Service Union so that whatever the government could have afforded, that money could have been made available immediately to the public service.
Now Trinidad and Tobago. He added that the fight to get more and not be able to put that money in hands earlier. But I hope that will not be with us for too long. Rowley said, the workers deserve an increase, but the government could only pay what it could afford and did not want a feel-good situation today that would lead to problems tomorrow. Listen to the PM.
The fight to get more and not being able to put that money in public servants' hands earlier, I think that's one of the failures. But I hope that that will not be with us for too long. It's for the tribunal now, and whatever the tribunal rules, the government will move with alacrity to get it into public servants' hands, because we understand that, they've been, in a situation where they deserve an increase, but we have to stay with what the country can afford. We don't want to do something today for feel good, and then it creates a situation for feeling horrible.
Now, viewers, having the Prime Minister said that, question on how the decision was going, and if the Minister is willing to share details on increased minimum wage. Imbert said he is not willing to share any details at the moment. So listen to this.
I'm not willing to share at all. But what I could share with you, though, is that we are looking at it. There has been a proposal. One of the things you have to understand is that in addition to helping people by increasing the minimum wage, obviously that's going to help people in the end. It has an effect on the other side. It has an effect on businesses. And then it has an effect on the state sector, because in some areas, some of the state sector employees are paid at the minimum wage level. And therefore, anytime you increase the minimum wage, the government's wage bill is going to go up. So these are the things we have to balance, but it is something we are actively looking at. Again, I would say stay tuned for developments on that.
The fight to get more and...
Now Trinidad and Tobago. All gonna love this, eh? All gonna love this, 28 citizens have been given a green light to pursue separate lawsuit against the office of the police commissioner over its lengthy delay in deciding whether to grant them firearm users license or not. 28 individuals, and I am definitely sure by the end of August, that number is going to increase. In their court filing, the claimant lawyer argued the client were all issued provisional FULs after submitting applications to the Commissioner of Police under the tenure of former Police Commissioner Gary Griffith and being vetted. They claimed that they completed training and were certified by registered firearm instructor, but Griffith's successor, former acting police commissioner. But Police Commissioner Earl Hayward Christopher failed to decide whether they should be granted FULs. So that is why I ask on our Thursday night show, how many FULs license did the Commissioner of Police signed off on since becoming the Commissioner of Police for Trinidad and Tobago? Now she claimed that she was successful in her first 100 years. She claimed success. One question, how successful were you? Ducking and hiding. Ducking and hiding, that is how successful she was. She was good at ducking and hiding. She was a pro at ducking and hiding from question. That is success. Now, meanwhile, a FUL holder has also been granted leave to pursue a lawsuit against the Commissioner Office for an almost 3-year delay in returning his FUL and licensed firearm, which was seized after he accidentally shot himself. After 3 years, So is that department being overhauled? Is it being ignored? Is it just standstill? I don't know. I want to know. And I am definitely sure every individual who applied for FUL, they would want to know the same thing. According to evidence in the case, the incident occurred in August 2020 when the former TNT Regiment soldier who was issued the FUL in 2008 went to a shop in his community. Gun just go off by mistake. Officers is lost guns. Officers is lost guns. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed. Oh, God, boy. You know how long I holding on there? Mr. Saieed, you see the bank employee that they went and they killed the bandits on them.
Yes.
Mr. Saieed, why these... I wanted to listen to me properly, Mr. Saieed. Why these people, the police, does not look for these people, parents, and put them in the square and let everybody see them and shoot them in the face? Look at the condition of this place, Mr. Saieed. Oh, God, look at that poor good fella from the working place. Oh, my God, and Rowley still want people to vote PNM and all them 21 of them no good, are they? Only people, all of them have gun, all of them toting firearm, all of them have everything, they're getting free. And we poor people suffering in this country, and that man has no shame to go and tell people, vote PNM again.
Thank you, my dear. Continuing on the issuance of firearm, while the process of vetting application for firearm users license FULs can be tough and time-consuming, there is no hold on the issuance of a permit according to ACP Winston Mirage. So the process is not a hold on. They are continuing the process. But how many FUL license did the Commissioner of Police signed off on since she became the Commissioner of Police? Remember, this would go through a channel to make sure everything is perfect. And when I reach on your desk, it's just to go through everything and sign off on it. How many FUL did you sign off on since you became the Commissioner of Police? On Tuesday, it was reported that 28 persons have initiated legal actions against the Office of the Commissioner of Police over delay in the decision-making process for the FUL's application. Some applications were waiting for up to 2 years. 2 years. When asked about the lawsuit during a police media briefing, Maraj declined to comment as it was an ongoing matter. Listen to this.
The issue of persons taking civil action against the Office of the Commissioner of Police as it relates to firearm users license application is something that is ongoing. I will not want to delve into that particular issue.
Now, TTPS will tell you how much gun they find. You see, after I raised the question yesterday, how much FUL license did the Commissioner of Police sign off on? Well, you hear what happening now? I tell you, watchman now. As soon as we raise our issue in Trinidad, it have officers in Trinidad and Tobago. There's be, watch me, that is get tizik, you know. That is get tizik. That is start releasing information one time. Maraj stated that the process is a good one, as it takes a lot of time, and granting a license for a citizen to hold a firearm is a serious responsibility because an investigation will take a particular time to complete. Listen to this now.
There is no hold as it relates to the granting of firearm users a license. The process is a rigid one. It takes a lot of time, and you will appreciate that granting a license for a citizen to hold a firearm is in fact a serious responsibility, and the considerations for such granting by way of an investigation will take a particular time to complete. But the short answer to your question is no, there is no hold. It continues.
It's sad, and it's sad. Businessmen in Trinidad, businessmen, big businessmen, multi-millionaires just get blank. But them talking about gridlock. Time consuming. I will tell you something. When a police do a background check on an individual, they just know everything. They just know everything about that individual. So it they have nothing hiding. Nothing hiding when a police does an investigation. So sometimes when they hear them talking, it's to just listen to them and just shake your head. And all you're saying is, Lord, have mercy on these souls. That is all you're saying. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but we have some persons of interest. Vinod. That's Marissa. Try it up one time. Vinod, how are you, my friend? I hope you're enjoying your picture on television every single day. I hope you're enjoying it. Narissa, I hope you enjoyed it also, Narissa. Since you called me, you have never called me again when I told you to bring your car. You never responded again. You failed to respond, I do know I had to do. And I will tell you something, eh? Even this one, Susanna, Raquel Susano, Raquel Susano. Raquel, it's sad to know that you're in this. It's sad to know you're an officer of the law and you're doing this. As I say, all your job have nothing to do with me, you know. All I borrow my money, all I want to play wrong and strong, and all I want to gallivant. You feel because you work in TDDF, that has something to do with me? Come on. You feel that has something to do with me? No. You had to be qualified in order to get money. And when you get it now, you want to play running and you're hiding and you're ducking. I hope you're enjoying the duck. I hope you're enjoying the duck. Let me tell you something. You can't want to borrow money from Saeed and play running and ducking. Saeed is a man on television. Your picture will go up for the public to see. How do you feel now, Raquel? When you put on your uniform now, people will say, hey, watch, that's your man who owes Saeed. And you're wearing your uniform bold and brave. But you're robbing, you're ducking, you are responding to calls, and all you want to protect and serve. Protect and serve what? Protect and serve what? Eh? I enjoy why doing it, you know. I am absolutely, positively enjoying what I am doing. Bad payers. I will continue doing it for the rest of August. So by the end of August, Trinidad and Tobago will know that Raquel, they will know Narissa. Yeah, look, I run and hide. And they will also know Vinud. And the more people outside money is, the more I will put up all the picture on television. Let me tell you something. Yeah, we're running a credit union information. But I will tell you something. I know FCB and Republic, you know, where they had to hire people to go and look for all you, and all you go duck and hide. No! It's not ducking and hiding with me, no. I will put your picture up on television, let Trinidad and Tobago know what you do. You know, there's our disclaimer board. When they go in Parliament, there's our sign mark bad pay. So people going to know who bad pay. If the Parliament in the community putting up your name on a board, you want to pay the man after you take his stuff. You think you will get away by me? You think you will get away by me? Like I say, this guy from Moruga, Nicholas. We had Nicholas picture. Nicholas is a good friend of mine, you know. Well, actually he was. He stopped talking. He wrong and he stopped talking to me. Imagine that, eh? I tell him, man, come in and talk to me. Because I know you, we go work out something. He hide the guy, runny ducky, runny ducky, runny duck. Yesterday night I put him up on television. I get fed up. I call a bailiff. Hey, go so and pick up that car for me. Bailiff go and pick up the car and drop it in my compound. So if Vinud and Narissa and Raquel, if they feel a little money at take, a break side, no, it's a break side. Side continue lending. But what doing here? Setting an example for Trinidad and Tobago citizens that when you hear you borrow money, you understand? Make sure and pay it. Because the public will know what you do. And anywhere you go, you're getting a stigma. Anywhere you go, you're getting a stigma. So Raquel, Vinud, and Narissa, you feel the community alone, no right round Trinidad and Tobago, know what you're doing. It bother me? No, it bother me. All you're getting is stigma. When all your vehicle get an accident and the bank blank all you think your neighbor will help you? But if all you have money for side, how all you going to pay me? You understand what I'm saying? So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we'll hear Kamala saying, I am a dangerous woman. After this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to the #1 current affairs program in our country, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host. Remember, we offer you 4% on our fixed investment at Real Talk. Remember that. You're not getting it nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago. Opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar has stated that she was a dangerous woman, but had to be so to stand up for victims of violent crimes. Now, whom she accused of the government ignoring, she tried an unnamed person who said she had suddenly found their fake sense of humor in seemingly prioritizing the rights of criminals over the rights of victims. Persad-Bissessar also defended her recent choice of language in advising homeowners facing home invasion to light up violent intruder. So viewers, having said this, I want you to look at this video and have a question for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, TTPS, and the Prime Minister. Look at this. Trinidad and Tobago. Now you have seen that video. And I want to ask you, when you see men jumping your fence like this is not their property, but when you see masked individual jumping your fence like this, I want to call me tonight. And you see the next half an hour on this program, I want to let you call in. Now, TTPS telling us, be careful when you discharge your firearm. Licensed firearm holders could be charged. Come back to me, just for a minute. TTPS is saying, be careful how you discharge your firearm, otherwise you would be charged. Go back to the video. Now, when you see our the Prime Minister, our the Minister of National Security, our the Commissioner of Police, our the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago to answer this question, when you see individuals jumping over your fence and coming into your property like that, what mercy should I have on them? What mercy? Come on to me. What mercy should I, Saieed, have on them? Tell me. Every single minister have a firearm. They have bodyguards. Every 41 MPs on the PNM administration, they have firearm. And I am definitely sure MPs on the opposition have firearm. They also have bodyguards. Now Trinidad and Tobago, for the rest of this program, this is how I am going to be. If you do not like it, turn off your television set or look at our next station. But I will tell you something. How lenient would I be when I see men jumping my fence that you just saw in the video? Run back the video again. How lenient should I be? They mask up. They coming towards me. The grandmother, the grandfather, the husband, the wife, the children. Everybody are fear. But you telling me now. I must come out and ask all you what all you doing here. I must come out and ask all you why all you jump the fence. I must come out and ask all you have children before I kill all you. All you have a wife before I kill all you. All you have children going to school before I kill all you. Come back to me. Now Trinidad and Tobago. How do you want me to have mercy on them illiterate individuals who jump in somebody else's fence, to go in somebody else's property, to beat up Tanty, to beat up uncle, to rape the mother, to rape the daughter? You want me to have mercy on them? Huh? I want to ask TTPS that question. Which one of the police officers who carry home a firearm will have mercy on them rugged individuals and them who jump in your fence? Call a good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Short and sweet.
This is what the PNM is advocating, This is what, you see, that is why the bandits feel empowered. They feel empowered because they get in the support of the Prime Minister, who is the chairman of the National Security Council. So they feel, you know what, he is advocating for us, so we could go ahead and do this, and that is why we have a proliferation of this kind of activity, sir. Now, my other point I want to make, sir, we see the Prime Minister, a very vociferous Prime Minister, very, very offensive on the offensive, that he would sue anybody to the end of the earth who interferes with his reputation. What kind of reputation this man is talking about, sir? What about the reputation? What about the reputation of other people? What about the reputation when that email gave the most dastardly act about that email gave? Where is the police service now? Who was the sitting Prime Minister? Seize the laptop, seize all electronic equipment. Where is that very police now after all this allegation? Who went recently to the Chief Secretary in Tobago and seized equipment? Where is the same police now after all these allegations? I have known people that
Thank you, my friend.
Was arrested.
Thank you, my friend. I do apologize. I do apologize for that. I sincerely apologize for that. But listen this. Run back the video. Minister of Youth Development, Foster Cummins, have stated that the UNC is engaging in fear-mongering. Fear-mongering, if that's the correct word I'll spell, to mask its lack of performance. Hey, Cummins! Come back to me. Cummins! Cummins, how long you in power? 7 years? 7 years you in power and you still blaming UNC? Eh? You still blaming UNC after you in power for 7 years? Wait. Are you illiterate or not? Are you a well-educated man? If you are a well-educated man, 7 years up the road, you still blaming UNC? Fear-mongering? The entire population of Trinidad and Tobago is fearful. You all just heard the audio on that video clip that we just ran. The grandmother begging, oh God. Cummins, what part of that is fear-mongering? What part of that is inciting fear? What part of that is inciting violence? Boy, let me tell you something. If you know what's good for you, you better pull a back seat and rack up your belt. I'm telling you as it is. You can't be blaming a government that passed 7 years ago. A lot of the clowns, boy. Let me tell you something. All you have, how you call it, parliamentarian privilege, you know. To say whatever it is, all I want to say in parliament. Me, I ain't putting no water in my mouth, and I'm telling you as it is. I'm telling you as it is. Now, Cummins apologized. Here they say, Cummins apologized to the youth for comments made by opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bisasa and accused her of encouraging law-abiding citizens to choose violence with her comments related to home invasion. Here what's going on. Run back that video clip with the audio for Foster Cummins to listen the fear and the cry of the grandmother that those ridiculous individuals jump her fence. Cummins, this is for you. Cummins, why haven't that? Watch your ear. If that was your grandmother, what you would do? Asking you. You apologizing for the youth's mother and father, fearful of the children going out. The youth mother and father telling them to stay home instead of they go outside and somebody rob them and beat them. The grandmother bawling, oh God, no, 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 no. First time that was your grandmother, what you would do? If that was your mother, what you would do? If that was your wife, what you would do? You would apologize to your wife? Darling, well, I'm sorry. I'm tell you something, I don't know what time more I talking to, you know. I talking about politicians who give a crap. They don't give a crap. Foster Cummins, you are apologizing for Kamala Cummins? Let me tell you something. If all didn't have bodyguard, if all was a normal citizen in Trinidad and Tobago, you know what going on? You know what going on? Bandit would not care who all is. Two judge in Trinidad and Tobago, a magistrate and a judge. Their house got broken into. Why you don't apologize? Why you don't apologize to the judge? You apologizing to the youths? Listen, they say, he stated that when he heard the opposition leader call for nations to gun down intruders, he thought it was someone spreading a false video. Cummins also added that he was concerned about the impact the comment would have on the youth of this country and even apologized to them on behalf of Bisasa. Cummins, you gonna apologize to Granny who get beat up? Ask it a big man to big man. You gonna apologize to Granny who 4 man now jump her fence, beat up the husband, beat up she tail. You gonna apologize? You ought to be a clown. You ought to be a clown. You come and front my property, and why you didn't come and apologize to me when they almost kidnapped my son? Huh? It's about 2 years and about 9 months now. 7 years you in power. It's years now, 2 years now I mentioned about it. Why you didn't come and say, Saieed, I'm sorry? Why you didn't come and say, Saieed, there's a man in the media, well, I'm sorry to hear that happened to your son. Why you didn't come and tell me that? You're going to tell youths? That's how low all are gone? All are gone on to youths? All I want to come and tell me something? Call her good night.
Very, very good evening to you, Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend. Short and sweet.
I know that area very well. I born and grew up in that area. I know the people, I know the place, I know the street. And if for some reason, some one of these people, or the son, or somebody had a licensed firearm, that should be 3 dead people today.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
So now Trinidad and Tobago. Now Trinidad and Tobago. Before I continue, Director Ron Nickley.
Children of Trinidad and Tobago, I apologize to you on behalf of the leader of the opposition. That is not what governance is all about. Don't empty a clip on nobody, please. stay away from guns, resist violence, and live a peaceable life. I mean, we're all concerned about crime, but we're not encouraging you to become no vigilante. They have spent all of their time fear-mongering, staying away from the real issues. Because in all the corporations where they have been in control, including Shogunas, they have performed horribly, less than below standard. They have focused in a most despicable way and managed in a way that is discriminatory.
When he says stay away from guns, don't deal with guns. Run back the video with the audio. Let comments hear what taking place. You hear that? The grandmother, the old woman, telling the bandit, oh God, not by my father, not by my father. Come in, you hear that? You hear that, Cummins? If that was your grandmother, what you would have do? If that was your mother, what you would have do? I don't want to go up on platform and talk nonsense. Them UNC are dealing with the real issue. You in power, you dealing with it. Home invasion, left, right, and center. TTPS telling firearm users, be careful how you draw your weapon. We now witness 4 men jump over a wall. 4 men jump over a wall. And when I pulled my gun, I had to have mercy. I had to have mercy. You know what I'm doing? I shoot in each one of them in their leg and let go 2 red-nosed Rottweiler, 2 red-nosed pit bull, and 2 Rottweiler. Deal with them. Let the mother and the father come and say, that was my good son. If that was your good son, how the hell your good son come and end up in my property? Huh? What did Kamala say? What did Kamala say? So I want to ask TTPS now. From the commissioner, come right down to the 40 hours SRP. When you see 4 men jump your fence and you have a licensed firearm, what you going to do? Tell me what you're going to do. You have a wife home, your mother in the house, you have a beautiful looking sister, you have a nice daughter. What you going to do? And 4 masked men jump your wall in front. What you going to do? You're going to bring out tea and give them? You're going to bring out baked chicken that your wife bake and give them? Or you're going to put 4 bullets in one of them? Or you're going to empty a gun? I don't know, I'm asking. I am asking, what are you going to do? All as police officers, what are you going to do? Oh, what the commissioner of police going to do if your grandmother was making noise like that? What Fitzgerald Hines going and do if his grandmother or mother was telling the bandit and them that, oh God, no my father? What you want to do, Fitzy? And you want to play youth minister? Huh? Let me tell you something. You see the real issue in Trinidad and Tobago? Or they have failed to address it. Crime is becoming rampant in Trinidad and Tobago. And all they're talking about what? The Prime Minister say, if anybody come against me concerning the house that he's supposed to file, he said he will what? Take legal actions. He's studying about that. He's the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago. Home invasion is on the rampant. And what he's studying? He's studying some house. So while I'm in this mood now, hey, Vinod. What Vinod? Vinod, let me tell you something. The more you run and hide and duck, is the more I will put up your picture. Put back Vinod car. So Trinidad and Tobago, here what Venu do, Venu come by me, borrow some money, use his car as collateral, and go on and sell the car. Go on and sell the car. Come back to me. Come back to me. So Trinidad and Tobago, what do you think Saieed should do Venu now? I ask another question. What do you think Saieed now should do Venu? Tell me. Tell me. And that is the cause for violence? I ask a question. And that is the cause for violence? I ask another, and that's the cause for violence? You use a car as collateral and you go on and you sell your car on top of it. How you feeling now? You're proud? You proud? Homeboy, the shame ain't started to hit you yet. It's only now I'm telling the public what you do. All the time I'm putting up a picture and I'm telling you, get in touch with me, get in touch with me, get in touch with me. Vinud, the guy you sell the car for, I found out where he living. I found out where he living. So when my bailiff and police officers go and pick up that car, whatever that fella do to you, have no concern of Saieed. None. Narissa is the next one. Narissa time pass. My office calling Narissa, Narissa ducking. I pick up the phone and I call Narissa. I say, hey, Narissa. No, Narissa call me. I say, here we go on. Your time pass yet, but you can't drop it for me. About 2 weeks now, Narissa wondering if to bring the car or not. Well, while she wondering if, come back to me. While she wondering if to bring the car to me, I don't have to wonder if to put up she picture on TV. I don't have to wonder. Call her good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
My friend, stay on the line right there. Let me just finish this one. Put her back to Raquel. Raquel got in touch. Here's the Trinidad and Tobago. Raquel Sozano got in touch with her bailiff. The bailiff tell Raquel, bring the car. I was on a three-way call with Raquel. Raquel organizing about 2 or 3 weeks now, and Raquel cannot organize yet. When I tell Raquel to bring the vehicle, Raquel refused to bring the vehicle. Let me tell you something. All you feel, come back to me. If all you feel, Saieed afraid to put up all your TV. And if all you feel, Saieed afraid to come by all your house, Saieed afraid, you know. This Muslim is afraid to come in all your house, you know. Me afraid to go and pick up what is mine, you know. Me afraid that, you know. But you want to know something? You want to know something? You see what I do on TV? It have more effect. It have more power. It have more shame to all you than me going and picking up the vehicle. How will you like that? My friend, how can I help you?
Yes, sir. Good night.
Talk to me. Good night.
Saieed, in Freeport, had another home invasion last night. I don't know if you know about that, right?
Yeah.
Where they killed one of the person in the house who was trying to retaliate against them.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And that's what they're going to do. This is the family and that man who get killed in that home invasion side. That man died as a hero, right? Because he was just trying to protect his family against them cockroaches, and them are trying to come in the place now.
He died trying to secure his wife.
You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Right. And all Foster comments and all these people and them coming and want to talk about people who defending their homes and this and that. I just want to make something clear to the Commissioner of Police. You see the 28 people with this FUL situation who carry the Commissioner to court for not signing out the FUL. I hope they win that case, and I hope that the Commissioner will pay them damages for all the money they spent in trying to acquire them FUL. Because why side? Let me tell you something, and I want to say this franco, man. I say nothing about it, but the reason why, right, the Commissioner fits the lines and keep rolling, pulling back people FUL, right? Word on the ground is that there's only 8 young people apply for FUL. Majority of the population files is only Indian people. That's why they don't want to approve people's firearms. Because you know why it's a racist government? Because they don't want certain people that have certain
My friend.
Spend their property side. That is the bottom line. Anyway, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has again lashed out at opposition leader Kamala Persad-Basis over comments she made in relation to her party's plan to implement Stand Your Ground law if her party is returned to office. The PM stated that talking about empty the matic was unfortunately a script that somebody wrote for the opposition leader. Listen to this.
There is some role for local government with respect to supporting and strengthening our initiatives for safety and security, largely in patrolling and in assisting the main national police with information and cooperation in law enforcement. So that's a given. This conversation about crime and criminality is not new or unknown to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. All of us who live in this country would have seen the escalation of criminal conduct over the years and an increased number of people engage in criminality, which many times result in violent crime. That's a given. We don't need people to come on a political platform and re-traumatize the country by showing you somebody killing somebody or somebody being the victim of a heinous crime. We all have experienced that, we all know that. So that approach is fear-mongering that is unnecessary. What we expect, if you really want to contribute to our approach in responding to the criminal element, which we have to do, is to tell us something useful that we can engage. But what you're talking about, empty the matic and empty the clip and that, all of that is unfortunately a script that somebody wrote for the opposition leader who went off and made a fool of herself.
Run back that video with the audio. Just that short piece where Granny screaming. So, Mr. Keith, I understand that you are the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago for the last 7 years. I understand that you are the head of the Security Council for Trinidad and Tobago also. But was that fear-mongering we just heard from Granny? Was that fear-mongering? Did somebody write a script for Granny? I want to ask a question, and I ask it nice and easy. Was that fear-mongering? No. 3 or 4 bandits jumped her front fence and started to attack her in her house, in her palace, in her comfort zone, in her place she called home, where it's supposed to be safe and relaxing. What are they going to do? Torture her father? How do they call that? That is a violent act, Mr. Prime Minister. Nobody are writing no script here on Real Talk. Nobody are inciting fear-mongering. I showed you an actual video clip and you heard the voice of Granny. We saw 4 men with masks jump her front wall. And the guy down in Freeport died trying to protect his wife. Was that fear-mongering? Was there a script written? No. Keith, your job, being the Prime Minister, is to come out and address the nation. And whatever it is that comes out of your mouth, you are the Prime Minister. Whatever it is comes out of your mouth, because you are the Prime. What comes out of Real Talk when they go live from 7 to 8 is issues the country is facing. And I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that. Bandits don't attack prime ministers and ministers. You know who they attack? Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. As a businessman, 2 years and 9 months ago, they made an attempt to kidnap my son. Was that fear-mongering? No. That was an attempt to what? Extract money from Saieed by what? Kidnapping his son. Did anybody wrote a script for that? Saieed became a victim. If they take my son, Saieed had to pay money. Not you, Mr. Prime Minister. Not the opposition. Not the one who say empty the clip. Not Foster Cummins who said don't go for guns. Saieed would have had to find money to pay. And two things would have come out of that. I paid the money and I get back a dead son, or I paid the money and I didn't even see my son. All you want to tell me now, to have mercy now on 4 people that jump in my fence? Let me tell you something. I'll go and eat some kind of kiss cake or something now. Go and eat some dumpling with baking powder and get a toothpick and clean all your teeth when all you have nothing to say. House invasion is on the rampant. The present administration could go to the parliament and remove the majority to get a legislation or a law passed to benefit the MPs. Understand carefully what I'm saying, you know. But they cannot get the majority move to put a legislation in place or an amendment in place to stiffen the penalty for anyone that commit larceny through housebreaking, home invasion, violent crime. All I remove some majority now. But the Attorney General, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something trying to be, and I could swear on this. If Faris Al-Rawi was the present AG for Trinidad and Tobago, and Saieed come here and tell Faris, bring out a legislation with stiffer penalties to anybody that invades somebody's home. Let me tell you something. Faris would I go to the parliament and would I write up a legislation, an amendment, and get it passed for Trinidad and Tobago. Saieed could tell you that with confidence. You know why? You want to know why? I have a track record right here in Trinidad where Faris passed between 9 to 11 amendment and legislation for benefit of Trinidad and Tobago. You all who watching Real Talk was a witness to that. Don't mind all I say, Faris this and Faris that and Faris the next. Faris would I go to Parliament with some written amendment and legislation and to get a stiffer penalty for home invasion. Take what I tell you all, and I tell you all that with confidence. I would have get that passed through Faris. This attorney what we have, I don't know if you know the difference between dumpling and dumpling with baking powder. Let me tell you something, Trinidad. If all I feel, I just free to talk. It ain't had nobody running an ad here where they had to come and say, Saieed, that's my partner, you're about to talk. No. That's why I don't beg people to run ad. Real Talk funding, its own program. Its own program. So one more time, viewers, before we close off our program tonight, Vinud and Hika. Dude, you run but you can't hide. Tonight, Trinidad and Tobago know what you do. So everybody in Trinidad know who know you, they're going to look at you at a different fella. Let me tell you something. If all I want you to bank that's all the business, you know. I Saieed. You come, you use your car, you take a little money, I grant you go and you sell your car and you fail to pay me my money. Really? The outcome of that is you being on television. That's the outcome of that. A legal document, you know, bring your lawyer, bring your manager, bring your police friend, you know. They might go help you. So, Narissa Mohammed. Narissa, since we talked the last time, may I hear from you again? Pop Narissa, you like you disappear from the face of the earth. But thank God we have your picture and we have your vehicle. You're coming, and the car don't reach here. Where you coming from, Japan? Sozano come, you qualify, you get your money, you use your collateral. When you're gone, you disappear. You call, we had a three-way call between Sozano, me, and a bailiff. Sozano's supposed to reach here a Friday by 2 p.m. About 3 weeks back, up to now, Sozano has reached with his vehicle. Let me tell you, darling, you could drive your vehicle and enjoy it. But one thing you can't run from, you see the shame? Come back to me. One thing you can't run from is shame. Do you feel like shameful? No, I just do spirit work. I don't care what people say. You're this, you're that, you're the next. That's not my business. That's my job I'm doing. So viewers, until we meet again, I am Saieed Ali. You have Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Good night.